Hey everybody, thank you and welcome to my channel. If you have not been here before, my name is Marilee Burnett. I am an astrologer, I am a tarot card reader, and I'm also a hypnotherapist, and I use all of that together to do life coaching work. Today though, we're going to focus on what's coming up for everybody for the month of July. So I'm going to give you a high-level overview of the energy for the month of July. And then I've drawn a card already for each one of the signs. And you want to listen to this entire recording because we're going to look at a card for your sun, your moon, as well as your rising sign. And you can combine all of those messages together, and I'll play with one and give you an example of what that might look like as well. So with that, you can also go to my website, the link's down below, and take a look at my written horoscope for the month of July. Also, I'll have the article for the new moon up there. We will have just had our new moon in Cancer on the 28th. You might want to go out and take a look and see what's happening for your sign there as well. And any of my articles around new moons and full moons, monthly horoscopes are all out there and easily accessible for you as well, along with my hypnosis session. So this is July. We are in Cancer season, and I do have one out there for connecting with the energies of Cancer, and I'll put the link down below as well. And if you would be so kind, I truly appreciate all of your likes and subscribing and hitting that thumbs up button. Appreciate your support. All right, so let's get to it. In July, as I mentioned, on the 28th of June, specifically, the moon and the sun will both be in Cancer and inviting us to have a new experience, right? Wherever you have Cancer in your chart is how it shows up for you, but the general themes of the Cancer energy are home, family, mothers, motherhood, caring, nurturing, cooking, all of those types of things that we do to either take care of ourselves or to take care of other people. So the sun's still in there, of course, because the sun spends about a month in each sign, and the moon itself spends about 2.5 days. So at the beginning of July, moon is in Leo, and it is making a really positive aspect that we call a trine over to Jupiter. And Jupiter and the moon together in a fire sign would signify that this month ahead is one that's full of passion and fire and joy and happiness, which would be a great thing for us to experience in the summertime. Then we have Mars, who is starting to make its way out of its home sign of Cancer, the home sign of Aries. And the reason that is so important in particular is as it does, it is making this very tense square back to Pluto. The planets Pluto and Mars both have been rulers of Scorpio in the 8th house. Mars is in present day ruler over Aries and the 1st house. But together they can bring some really powerful themes of death, transformation, destruction, war. In your personal life, this could be you ready to, fight a battle for strength and independence. A good example of this would be Mars in Aries wants to be their own boss. Pluto in Capricorn is, working for a large organization and having to fight a battle just even within yourself to feel confident enough to break out of that prison of having to work for another organization and be able to, be free and do this on your own. So it can show up in many different ways, but these are pretty volatile energies, and if you read my monthly write-up, you'll see me say the fireworks for July are already starting as of the end of June and could be quite explosive. So it's also a good time to be cautious and aware, to drive with care, It's not time for speeding around. It is not time for rushing into anything. And the fact that the moon and Jupiter make things feel so much bigger and intense, there's a lot of energy out there that is just going to be pushing at you. It's good to be aware of it and remember your grounding techniques so that you don't end up in a situation that you regret as a result of being too passionate. So that's just a word of caution, but if you need to break free from something, this is the time. This is the energy and it's got your back. Just make sure you tap into it in a positive way. The other energies that are going on in July, or ones that we've been seeing consistently for some time now, Saturn and Jupiter are both still close together, but they're now in separate signs. Neptune is with Saturn itself at this 24-25 degree mark. They've been making contact with the nodes. So South node, what we're moving away from, our fate, our karma. North node, what we've come here to do and accomplish, and our purpose and our mission. Neptune speaking with it in a gentle way. Saturn is very strict in what you're supposed to be doing, and if you are not doing it, continues to give you that nudge to move on and to move away from it. So our outer planets, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, are all retrograde, and Jupiter will join them at third week of this month. So this energy that we've been exploring, how to grow in our strength and our independence and our self-confidence, Jupiter's going to move ahead and it's going to hit that 8-degree point. And when it does, it's going to stall there for quite a while. This is a huge planet. It takes a lot for it to turn the corner. So as the month progresses, this energy of battling for ourselves is going to continue to increase. You'll be very aware of it, and then it will go retrograde for several months, and you're going to start questioning, how am I doing that? What am I doing to continue to grow in my self-confidence, and how do I make sure that I own it and other people can't give it to me, they also can't take it away from me. So more on that as this progresses. Uranus is continuing forward at this point and still in sign of Taurus, but it's getting closer. So Uranus moves forward as the North Node is a retrograde point in the chart, and they're getting closer and closer together. So Uranus is freedom, it is surprises, and it is the unexpected. It's inventiveness, it's creativity. So this fated path is going to soon collide with Uranus. It's starting to get close enough where things may shift very suddenly for you. Could be in a financial way since it is in the sign of Taurus, but it also could shift in a way that just adjusts your values and just how you believe in yourself. Then we have Venus and Mercury at this time that are both in the sign of Gemini. Gemini ruling our communication, our thoughts. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini, very comfortable here, and it is finally completely clear of its retrograde and moving quickly, moving fast. So it won't be here for the whole month, but it is starting out there now. And together these two are helping us focus on how we communicate our feelings. Is it in a loving, compassionate way? That is what Venus would be suggesting. And Cancer still, as I mentioned, contains the Sun. And the other aspects on here are a couple of other asteroids, but I won't go in too deeply to that. So let's take a look at the cards that have messages for you for each of your signs. So at the top of the call, I mentioned that you can combine these for messages related to your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. So the card for Aries is the Two of Air, also known as the Two of Swords in the traditional tarot deck. And that is exactly as it's pictured here. You're at a crossroads. You have a decision to make. You can continue to stay stuck, or you can choose a path. Doesn't necessarily matter which path you choose, but if you don't make a decision, you're just going to continue to stay stuck, and that is not the way to take advantage of the energy that is available for you in the month of July. Now, Taurus, the Emperor card is, it looks exactly like most Tauruses will think about themselves as it relates to business in particular, right? You are in charge. You love having structure and organization. You are leading from the front, and you aren't necessarily required to do all the work, right? You are focused on finding the people that can help you do the work in the month of July. And they'll respect you, you lead with authority, and that helps you make good business decisions. If you're a Gemini, we have the Chariot. And this card is a major arcana card like the Emperor card. These are cards that have more energy behind them and can represent something of significance that is going to occur for you during this month in particular. So it could be that you're taking a trip somewhere, getting a new vehicle. You are in charge of your own success. You have decisions to make. We see that highlighted with this black and white energy. There's choices, there's opportunities for each side that you need to explore. But whatever you want to be successful at, you're the one who's got to drive it all the way through. And when you do that, you're going to experience a really great success. So, Cancers, those emotions of yours have some work to do so that you don't end up stuck in this place where you might find yourself right now. The Five of Water, also known as the Five of Cups card, can be a little bit like this picture is describing, right? You may be crying over spilt milk, but you need to realize that everything is not lost. There is still a full carton of milk here. There's still 2 other cups. This represents something that you had to let go of. There's some sadness associated with it, but it's not the end of the story. And you simply need to let this go and look for these new opportunities that will be coming in for you. Help's there if you need it. You have to just lift your head up and clean up the spilt milk so that you can get out of drowning in it. Leo, your fiery, passionate energy is showing up in your card. The Eight of Fire, or Eight of Wands, indicates a time where things are coming in and changes are happening very, very swiftly. And you could also be somebody who is traveling somewhere to get away, to have fun. But wherever you're going, whatever you have going on, the energy for you this month is going to feel super fast, and it's intended to move you forward. Virgos, the Four of Air or the Four of Swords card indicates a month where you are retreating. It's time for meditation and sleeping and resting, and more of a month where you have to do a lot of inner work. We're disconnecting from the outer world in order to listen to the guidance that we get from within. You know, so this picture of a t-shirt with the peace symbol on it is what you're searching and seeking for in the month of July, is your center and peace. Libras, you surprisingly are focused on, wow, relationships. The Two of Cups and the Two of Water actually signifies the potential for a relationship with an actual soulmate. So this is somebody that feels very comfortable to you. You feel committed to each other immediately. And if you're not searching for a love relationship, this could even signify a very close friendship, but this is something where you share a deep emotional connection with each other. And if there's been any problems in your current relationship, then this energy helps you break free of that conflict and be able to come back together. Scorpios are magic, not like they aren't already, but they're extra magic in the month of July. So the Magician is that card that suggests that you are creating the life you want. You're able to use all of the elements that are represented on all of the tarot cards together in a way that will bring about whatever it is that you want. So be careful. You have to pay attention to your thoughts this month in particular, because whatever you're thinking about and whatever you're focusing on, that is exactly the life that you're going to create for yourself in the month of July. Sagittarius, you have the Three of Earth, also known as the Three of Pentacles. And this is a card that suggests that there is an opportunity for you to work with others this month to manifest whatever it is that you want. You may be in the middle of a project, and this is a good time to reach out and find a mentor that can help you finish that project, and as a result, get some recognition for a job very well done. The lucky Capricorns have the Star card, so another major arcana card, and this one is about your wishes and dreams coming true. So this is an opportunity to, again, focus on what you want, and it is all yours. You have a way of feeling completely at peace and comfortable with whatever it is that you've been wanting to create in your life, and having the opportunity to see it magically be fulfilled is the energy of the Star card. So this is a really great time for you in the month of July. Even more greatness is with the Aquarians out there, and the 10 of Cups or 10 of Water is a time where you feel complete happiness, joy, fulfillment, and emotionally in particular, it is a time for, feeling great about home and family, feeling a part of something bigger than just yourself. The dogs are always an element that suggests that you're feeling really safe and secure and sound. You're surrounded by love this month, and it feels really wonderful. And last but not least, we have our Pisces out there, which are getting out of their emotional space and needing to get a little bit more in their head. So this is a time when you see the King of Air or King of Swords, where you are getting a lot more analytical about what is going on in your life. This can be a person that, again, is a mentor for you, that helps you get that sound reasoning that you need to make a decision, to make a change. Sometimes for Pisces, they're so sensitive and so worried about how everybody else feels that it's hard to critically think about what you need. And this person will come in and present themselves as somebody that is a trusted mentor that you can go to help you separate yourself from just how you feel about something and get connected with how you need to think about it instead. All right, so that's a card for each of the signs. And if you are like most people and you have a different sun, moon, or rising sign, then you can take each of those messages that I just described and combine them. So let's say you have an Aries sun, and the action that you need to take is I need to make a decision. In order to make the decision, because I'm a Gemini moon, I need to tap into my intuition, and this card here, by doing that, I'm taking control of the reins, listening to my intuition, and able to make the choice. Once I make that choice, then I am able to create the magic I want in my life, because my rising sign is Scorpio. and I become a wizard and a magician. And my rising sign is how people will see me in the month of July, and they're going to see me creating magic in my life. So that's just an example of how you can put those messages together and what the combination of those meanings would look like for you. If you want something more personalized, you can, of course, book a session with me. And I would be happy to do something like this for you based on your actual chart for the month of July. I can just do tarot cards, completely up to you, however you want to do that. But I'll put the link to my website, www.marileyburnett.com, and you can see all of the options that I have out there for your tarot and astrology readings. And if you're interested in any of my hypnosis work, there are sessions out there on this same YouTube channel, and I'll put some links down here below. In particular, of course, I'll put the one for the sign of Cancer. All right. Thank you again so much for your time and your ideas on what you'd like to see in these sessions going forward. I appreciate all your feedback and comments that you give me. And just thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me today. Sending you lots of peace and love for the month of July, and wishing wonderful things for you as you break out and break free from anything that has you feeling restrained and constrained in the month of July, because big things are possible when you allow yourself to feel, believe, and dream. Everything is within your grasp. You just have to reach for it. Sending you much love and light. Thank you so much.